Today's patio chat is being brought to you locally by Westridge Furniture in Delphus. See it all at your finer outdoor furniture store.
Welcome back, everyone. Allen County EMA Director Tom Berger is with us today. You know, I joke about it because we have you on, I think, about the same time every year, talking about winter preps. And typically when we do, it's sunny and 70 outside. But that's a good omen. But we do need to think that planning is the key. We know eventually the temperatures will get cold. And you've talked about this for all scenarios. Planning, that's the thing, right?
Yeah, especially right now. It's going to be nice this weekend.
Yeah.
It's now a good time to get your house ready for the winter. So making sure that you get those gutters cleaned out.
Sure.
All the debris away from the downspouts, whatnot. And then having somebody come out, take a look at your chimney, make sure it's clean, clear, have a reputable service contractor come out, take a look at that furnace, make sure it's running properly, change out the filters, just taking all those preparations to make sure that your house is ready, sealing up for those cold days that are coming.
Yeah, we know they're coming. That's the thing, too. And this time of year, as you just mentioned, this is kind of fire season. This is when we know fire departments are really busy with exactly what you said. The flues that are, clogged up and that kind of thing, and space heaters and that kind of thing. So now, even though it's warm out, think about that, right?
Yeah, this is a perfect time to get ready for it. Get a bird's nest in the flue. It may catch fire when you go to fire it up when those days start to get really cold. So take a little bit of time this weekend. Make sure that you're good to go around your house.
We know eventually we'll have to drive in the mess, the snow and the cold temperatures. Anything to think about there as we're on the road?
Yeah, take a look at your tires first off. Make sure that you have a decent set of tires for the winter driving season that we're running into. And then before you get ready to head out, after we do get those storms or the frost on your windows, make sure every window is clear. Just don't take the credit card out and get a little space for you to drive. But make sure everything's clear. Make sure your lights are visible.
Yeah.
Make sure that reservoir of windshield wiper fluid is full, not with water, but with an actual cleaning fluid, so it doesn't freeze. And then there's some steps you can take actually inside the vehicle. So if you are out and you do get stranded, make sure that you have a blanket in that vehicle, your cell phone charger in that vehicle. We always recommend that folks have maybe some kitty litter or some sand in the back of the car to help for some traction. And if you do get off the road, it can help you possibly get out of a ditch.
Yeah, it's funny. Our auto expert was on the other day, and he said he had a granddaughter tell him, all I need is my cell phone when I'm on the road. Well, that's key, as you mentioned, but as you mentioned, if you get stuck for a while, especially if you're in a position where you're not visible from the road, probably some of those other things you mentioned are key.
Absolutely, and it could take some time for first responders to get to you, so you want to make sure that you're safe in that vehicle, secure in the vehicle, and warm in the vehicle as well. We always tell folks to stay with the vehicle. The best chance for a first responder to get to you is going to be in that vehicle. Sometimes you may see a structure that's a little further away than you imagine, and the elements can come in and may prohibit you from getting to that structure. So the best advice is try to stay with that vehicle if you can.
Yeah, you guys are so good with watches and warnings and alerts and those kind of things. That's one of the key, whether it be kind of boning up on your technology and that kind of thing, but you always need to be weather ready, and there are options available to help us with
Absolutely.
that.
We have Alert Allen County out there that will send out weather alerts to you. They send out the snow levels to you so you know before you head out. And information is key. And whether it be spring, summer, winter driving seasons, is making sure that you're aware of what's going to happen when you're out on the roadways.
Yeah.
So if you do see a winter weather coming, make sure that you're prepared for that.
Do you guys watch the pattern we hear? I think this year is a La Nina year and an El Nino, that kind of thing. Explain what that is and if that is really crucial to our area.
Yeah, so for our area here, what they're calling for is going to be an abnormally wet winter for us. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be snow, but it's going to be wet. And if it is snow, that's when we definitely need to make sure that we're prepared. So if we do get those 6, 7, 8-inch snow cycles that come through our area, it can put some strain out on our road crews, but they do a great job here in Allen County and the state to get us up and running as quickly as possible. But yeah, those cycles do. We're constantly watching those to see what kind of weather we're going to have moving into the winter.
It's always such a shock the first time it snows and I know nobody knows how to drive anymore, but it takes us a little bit to ease in. All right, thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. It's good seeing you. Don't go away. Medical news is coming up next on Noon Edition.